Hey guys, welcome back. I'm top music attorney, Miss Krystle. I'm just realizing I totally forgot to make my tea tonight. What's going on? We have the water, so the water will just have to do, but we don't have the tea, so that's okay. Hi everyone. We are broadcasting right now everywhere per usual. Sorry we took a little break last week. I'm sure we were sorely missed, but here we are. So as you're filling in the chat, make sure to say hello. Be sure to like this video, whatever platform you're watching it. Welcome to the Top Music Attorney podcast. This is the place where you're going to learn all about the music business, how to master the entertainment world in general. And we're going to do this every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. p.s.t. Now, we're of course going to talk about all things entertainment news. We have stories on Future selling his publishing rights, making a cool 8 figures, Warner Music Group suing Bang Energy Drink. We just talked about them because they were having this whole fight over the Purple Rain name that they wanted to call one of their drinks. Didn't go well for them. We'll recap on that as well. And we got a whole lot of updates coming at you. So hello, everyone in the chat. We're broadcasting right now also on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. If you guys want to hang out there, please do. But you're welcome to come over and so you can be in the actual chat on YouTube. So I'm so excited to be back. We had the purge. All right. So we did the purge on TikTok, and I needed to publish like 9 or 10 TikToks in one day. I've never published that much content in one day on one platform, but we did it. And I was able to finally reinstall the app. So all my problems are solved. Thank goodness. So you guys have been getting a whole lot of new content on all social media platforms, but if you're not following on Top Music Attorney, you definitely should. We have a lot of fun stuff coming out. Where are you guys checking in? What time is it? Hello, bring on the gavel. All right, just for you. We're going to be gaveling it up with our stories and, we're trying to figure out how to work the gavel, so we're almost there. Welcome in. Hi there. So happy to see everyone. All right, so for those of you who are artists or otherwise, trying to figure out how to launch your music career and do all of that, I'm excited to say I've been recording all day and we're doing this like every Tuesday before the show. So I am recording an artist course because I want to give you guys all the stuff and things that you need so you know how to grow, how to be successful, how to stay legally protected. And it inspired the tip that I'm going to give in today's show later on, which is how I gained 150,000 followers in 4 months. So in today's tip, I'm going to be kind of giving you guys a sneak peek and literally showing you exactly what I did to grow my following. And by the way, that 150K is just from 2 Instagram accounts. That's not every single social media platform. We have ballooned everywhere. But because Instagram is kind of like a weak sauce platform for most of us right now, that's like not the place to scale. I thought using those accounts would be a good example of why these tactics work so well. All right, going back to the chat, spill the tea. We don't have the tea today, unfortunately, Kirk, but I appreciate you being here. All right, what's up, Robbie? Oh, stop it. Compliments will get you everywhere. It's 10 p.m. All right, yeah, so I'm Pacific Standard Time, so it's 7 p.m. on my side. So make sure you guys continue letting me know where you're checking in. We're going to run the intro, and then we will be back. We have so much to cover, and I'm so happy to be here. It's been like a second, and I missed you guys last week. I don't know, taking a week off from the show it was helpful to kind of get caught up, but I kind of miss you guys. So we're going to run the intro, and I will be right back. Hi guys, I'm top music attorney Miss Krystle. I'm an entertainment attorney, public speaker, and creator of the Top Music Attorney School for artists and record labels. I'm the owner of Dukes Up Records, and most importantly, I'm an independent artist. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss my weekly videos giving you my best tips on the music business, industry news updates, and teaching you how to stay legally protected. All right, be sure to hit that like button wherever you're watching. We're broadcasting everywhere. Because you know what? We just got to broadcast everywhere. Hello, hello. I'm so happy that you guys can be here. Aw, you missed me too. Oh, good. Hello to Mexico. Very nice. We do a lot. Joel, good to see you back. All right, guys. So in any case, as it relates to the artist course, it's not coming out for a little while. I'm gonna give you updates about it because I'm gonna make this thing like killer, totally killer. I'm gonna make it super inexpensive. You're gonna be so excited about this. But the way to just get updates is to make sure you're on my Top Music Attorney email list. So if you want to sign up, you can just go to topmusicattorney.com. Oh, I get a selection of tea, guys. Should I have ginger or hibiscus tea? Let's do ginger because I drink a lot of hibiscus tea, but it's red. It's like really red. And so I don't know if it's going to like stain my teeth or something. And I'm just going to get awkward. I don't know. Maybe you'd like that. But in any case, go to topmusicattorney.com and then there's a button. It's like the 28 best tips in the music business PDF. So when you click on that, it'll be like, hey, give your email. And then you'll just be on my Top Music Attorney email list. And then you get the free PDF, which by the way is amazing. So that's how you can get updates on what's happening with the course. Ginger, yeah. You guys know. Look at this. Nicely done. All right, so let's see. We took last week off. Let me look at my notes. We did the purge. We posted and have been posting so much content. And for you like content creators out there, right? If you're promoting your business, if you're an artist, I know there's like if you're a lawyer, there's a wide variety of people who watch the show. But when it comes to obviously just promoting yourself on social media, a nice lesson that I learned kind of going through this process of I just needed to push out all these drafts because I didn't want to delete them. And so I had to get through like 100. And so over the course of several weeks, I was just publishing a ton of content every day just to get it out. And for me, that really helped to just kind of let go. You know, we are so like analytical about is this post going to be good? Are people going to like it? And we overthink everything. And it's helpful when you just start publishing stuff. Obviously, still put in the time and effort and try to have good quality content. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Mr. Producer in the house. Hey, it's the ginger tea. Let's give some heart emojis in the comments for that Orko for giving me tea when I was without. All right. So in any case, just post. You know, if you're trying to promote yourself, or even if you're not, like don't just spam people, obviously. Just like, hey, buy this, buy that. Just, you know, do stuff that you think is fun, entertaining, sharing. Like, we love you and we want to see what you're doing. So just post something. And if it's simple and it's cute or whatever, like you never know. So I believe in you and you can do it. It's going to be great. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the chitty chat. I know we're going to run a quick music video before we get into all things news segment. And then I'm so excited to go through this tip that I've written for you guys because it's so like actually high level training. So we'll see how this all goes. Orko, where is the chat room tea? That's right. He's bringing in all the goods. No, guys. Okay, this is the Top Music Attorney show. Just kidding. It'd be no show without you. Hi, not sure if you're going to be able to stay for long. Okay, well, hey, as long as you guys can check in, I really appreciate when you can be here. You like the mug? Yeah. Look, it's not only Top Music Attorney branding, but it's little cartoon me. Living the best. And then at my office, at my actual law office, I have another one that has that Orko on it. So it's like me and that Orko, and I just drink it, use it every day. Yeah. Okay, so other than drinking ginger tea and kind of getting this going, we're gonna run a music video. This one is Dukes Up, the piano version. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get my tea. We'll be back, have a little more chitty chat, and then we'll get into discussing all things news. So whenever you're ready, that Orko, hit it.
Never gonna hold me back. I can take care of me.
up and told me, you see, what you think about that, baby? Every now and then I gotta take control. Lay some gloves up and then I'll let it go. Knock 'em all out so everybody know. Knock 'em all out. I go hard, stay gritty. So tough in the city. I go hard and I'm ready to prove stuff. So I gotta keep 'em dukes out. What I want, I'm gonna take. I'ma take what I want. I'm not gonna wait to go hard. And I'm ready to prove stuff. So I gotta keep 'em dukes out. Got me on the do or die. I stay dukes up, I'll make it. Just another game to play with. Everything is all for the taking. Every now and then I gotta take control. Lay some gloves up and then I'll let it go. Knock 'em all out so everybody know. Knock 'em all out so everybody know. Stay gritty, so tough in the city. I go hard and I'm ready to prove stuff. So I gotta keep 'em dukes out. What I want, I'm gonna take. I'ma take what I want. I'm not gonna wait to go hard. And I'm ready to prove stuff. So I gotta keep 'em dukes What I want, I'm gonna take. I'ma take what I want. I'm not gonna wait to go hard. And I'm ready to prove stuff. So I gotta keep 'em dukes. So I gotta keep 'em dukes. So I gotta keep 'em dukes. Never gonna hold me back. I can take care of me. In up and down me, you see. What you think about that, baby? All right, yeah, for the mug. More mug, love it. Let's put the mug on a shirt. Nice mug. All right. Harley got the 8 contracts that come with the book today. Good. And guys, if you actually, I know you can get the book like a million ways. You can listen to it, you can buy it on Amazon, however you get it. Make sure you actually email us. The email is like said a million times in the book, and we'll send you all of the contract templates. It's obviously like one of the most valuable things about that book. So make sure you actually get those templates. Oh, we got a hair situation. Thank you. See, that's why I pay you guys the big bucks. You gotta let me know when I'm looking a wreck because I'm not watching myself. We have an artist in the house. I recorded a song last week. Can't wait for this week's tip. Yes, this will be very valuable as you're figuring out your marketing plan to promote your new song. So very good. I could put some drums to it. Love the music. Thank you. So Eric has a question about some of the equipment. I will let that Orko answer this question. That Orko, make a note, mental note. He is my producer. He is my co-writer. He produces all of my live shows. He knows all the answers to all that stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys supporting. Obviously, I'm here. I'm the lawyer. I'm here to educate you. But, my other full-time job is that I make art myself. And I really love what I do. So I appreciate the kind words. Oh. Hey, what's up? Boom. All right, let's get into it. What's the agenda today? Okay, so we're going to be talking about newsy things. That means I'm going to bring in that Orko. He's a real trooper. We're going to talk about why he's a real trooper. So let me bring him in. We'll get into it.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Shout out to the
Hi there.
community. I'm so excited to be here. It's been a while. We took a little bit of a break, but we got a lot done during that break, and we continue to get a lot done. during that break. But yeah, we are back and we are here. We are here every Tuesday and every Friday, 7
Unless we
p.m.
cancel the show.
So make sure that you are subscribe to the Top Music Attorney channel. So if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on LinkedIn, come over to Top Music Attorney on YouTube. Drop us a comment. Let us know you came over from Facebook, where you came over, where you actually saw this video. It helps so much, but we really want to build up the Top Music Attorney YouTube. That's the hub. This is where you get all the great information
That's
first. This is
right.
where
That's
afterwards,
right.
when these shows are done, we break these great shows down into so they're more like little clips of each one of the segments. We invite you to go back and check those out. Sometimes they have a little more information on those videos, so make sure that you are a part of this community. But yeah, what is good, Miss Krystle?
Tim says he doesn't remember how he started following. I'm so glad that you did, though. I'm always curious because, there's like different avenues. People sometimes find my music videos, and so they start following
Right.
me more as an artist. And some people find me as an attorney, and they're like, "What? You do music? That's crazy." But anyway, however you find us, welcome to the fam. I'm so happy you
Yes.
guys can be here. So again, let me just quickly plug this before we get into the news segment. If you are an artist, I am working on this artist course. So excited about it.
Oh,
And if you want to get on our email list, it's to get the updates, that's where you got to be. So you can just go and get the free PDF. It's on topmusicattorney.com on the main page, and it is packed full of it's like the packed full. It's the 28 business, music business secrets that I have pulled out of my brain and from my experience being in this industry since I was like 4. So it actually get the PDF, but obviously if you just
it's
want to go on the
free.
email list, that's what does it. So
Yeah, make sure if you are, if you're following this channel, like even if you're just like a fan of this channel, I recommend that you download this because it's giving you literally a breakdown of the terms of everything that we discuss on this channel, just kind of help you give you a little more insight. So even as you're reading, your blogs, going through your feed, your stereo gums, your consequences, and you're seeing some of these lawsuits things happen, you'll understand what a lot of these terms mean. You'll be able to help out your brother who wants to be, a music producer. So please download that. It's such a great resource. And this artist course that she's already recorded, we've already gotten started. We're already very deep into this course as far as the recording. It's a lot of the segments have already been edited, and it is fantastic information. I don't know. I'm so excited for these courses. I can't even tell you.
you guys crack me up. All right, so from my friend that made it over from Instagram, I love you. For Instagram people watching, hello, you can come over to Top Music Attorney and watch the show here. People are like watching and they just see me right now. It's all awkward, but hello. Okay, so I figured let's start with the Warner story because we
Great.
were talking about Bang Energy, and I don't know how many influencers you guys follow, but there's a few that I follow that are just constantly pushing Bang. It will be like maybe a lot of fitness
Right.
models, and so they're like doing their fitness stuff, and they're just very, to me, awkwardly drinking the Bang energy drink. But Bang's doing, well, what we think is a really good job advertising, but now it's backfiring in a very, very bad way. So let me pull this up. We're going to jump right into it. Warner Music Group sues Bang Energy over social media promo videos following infringement complaints from Universal and Sony Music. So I think they're joining in. We now have the 3 major labels
Right.
suing Bang Energy drinks for copyright infringement. So what they're saying is, hey, Bang, you've been, either directly or indirectly through your influencer campaigns, using our music without authorization. And there's more to this that we're going to dive into it.
But
But
pay attention. Pay attention. If you are a influencer, or if you are a band, if you have a brand, or if you have a company or something, small business, pay attention to this, because this is all affecting you. This isn't just the big corporations, because when you open these accounts and you start doing these things, there are warnings to let you know about this stuff. But
yeah, no, absolutely. So this is part of the complaint. So Warner filed in Florida federal court naming its defendants, of course, Bang Energy and its actual owning parent company, as well as its owner. Okay, so the owner got named as well. Uh-oh. So Universal was the first major label that had filed in court and saying, you have violated the copyright of the songs that we own, which of course is a very large catalog, and you're
yeah,
using these songs in all your little influencer TikTok videos. Okay, so they filed this in 2021, and this was back in April. And as you guys know, when it comes to lawsuits, very expensive and they take a long time.
Right.
So then a few months later, in August of 2021, we then had the complaint from Sony Music. So now here we are with Warner playing ball as well. So, for me, the thing with copyright infringement, it's like speeding. You don't get to come back and be like, oopsies. The
Right.
way
Right.
copyright infringement works is that you get statutory damages if you
Yeah.
used a label's song that it owns without permission. The label can say, obviously you violated our rights and now we want those statutory damages, and it doesn't matter what you have to say in defense. So the fact that we have now three
What is
major
it? What
labels.
is it, like 150,000 like each one? So if they have years worth of infringements upon them from multiple things like that, plus the legal fees, plus all of this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And it's pretty crazy. You see these companies that they're trying to figure out the best ways to market, and they're trying to make social media work for them. And because social media lets you use, the average user can make your videos, and you can use viral sounds and stuff. When you're a corporation, it's not your workaround to not have to pay these artists or to pay for the rights to use these songs. You're like, well, the feature's already there. Well, it's a lot different because you're trying to sell a product with it, and you're giving a fake endorsement. When I see that Bang energy and I hear, say, like a Justin Timberlake song on the commercial, I'm assuming Justin Timberlake has given the okay for that, and he's somehow behind this Bang energy.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's a lot that kind of goes into it. To answer your question, yes. So you get statutory damages under federal law, under the Copyright Act. And if you have someone or a company that is willfully using your music, so let's say they're running like commercials and they're putting your songs in there, they didn't get a license. I mean, there you can prove willful use of the song. And so you can get up to $150,000 per infringement. So it gets real expensive.
Real
But,
expensive.
obviously for these major record labels to throw down and actually come after this company, it's because Bang has deep pockets. This is a multi-billion-dollar energy drink
It's a big
company.
infringement.
Yeah, so they're going to get paid, and that's why they actually throw down versus, obviously we see like everyone and their mother, on social media using sounds that might not even be approved, right? They might be mixes that DJs
Right.
do that, and we don't see them getting sued by Universal. So
But you're not, but also you're not seeing it yet. You don't know necessarily this is a big corporation, so you're going to hear about the big stuff. You're not going to hear about the smaller cases where they're probably just getting cease and desist. So if you're an influencer as well, keep that in mind. So if you're getting paid from a brand, I guess I would assume, to hey, we got this new skateboard that we want you to endorse. So make some TikToks or whatever like that. And so you're endorsing, you're doing a paid endorsement for the skate company, and then you use like a Pennywise song or no effect song or something like that. Well, then you know what I mean? Like they could come after you because now this is a paid thing. This is what I mean? This is for a commercial. You do not get permission to use that. So, you know, be careful.
yeah, and it's funny, I just did a brand deal for an influencer, and just as a side note, if you do a brand deal, you're required, pursuant to the Federal Trade Commission, to disclose to your audience that you
Right.
have paid, sponsorship. So, like, basically, make sure in the description of your post it says hashtag sponsor or
And I think for
hashtag
a lot of
sponsor.
posts, don't you have like the option? I think too, like this is you click that thing that says this is a paid promotion because yeah. So make sure that you're taking it, and just because you're not seeing all the cases of it happen doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And don't just go, well, that's the skateboards company's problem. Maybe, yeah, if they want to stop there, but I mean, you're the one that made the content. So just be very careful when you're doing things that are, for paid things or for their endorsements for other companies when you're working with them too.
That's a so Chris has a great question. What happens if the artist gives you written permission, but they didn't really have the authority to give you permission because the label owns the copyright? The answer is if the label owns the song, the label is the only entity that can actually give permission. The artist doesn't own the music. And it's funny, I did a multi-million dollar catalog sale, and part of the question was, well, shouldn't the artist be involved and shouldn't be the artist be signing the contracts and this and that? And our answer across the board was no, because the artist has zero ownership in the catalog. So that's just the way it works.
So so keep that in mind too. So like, let's say you're an independent filmmaker or something like that, where you're doing something for kind of like products or whatever. And you go, well, I've got my buddy's band. I know the drummer for my, I know my friend of mine is a drummer of some band. And he said, yeah, cool, man. Use our music. Like, he didn't necessarily write the songs. He didn't necessarily, might not necessarily own the music. So you still want to make sure that when you're doing those things, you're getting all of that stuff in writing.
That's right. So we'll leave it there for now. I saw a question as far as kind of where we're at. What are we doing? So for those of you over on Instagram, come over to Top Music Attorney on YouTube, and that way you can actually see what we're doing. We're having a conversation. I'm not just talking to myself. That happens on some days. It's not happening today. All right, so real quick before we jump to the next story, can you make a video specifically covering DJ remixes, well-known songs and vocals, and upload a full set on YouTube? I see people doing it without getting into trouble. Really
Well,
good question. Now, that Orko has some experience on this as well because, especially on Facebook, you will get shut down right away
yeah,
in
yeah.
your live stream if you are live streaming copyrighted material. I have had my live streams shut down because of my music, because one of the companies I work with claims the music. It's my music. But anyway, I know these are
And
really good questions.
Instagram is super fast with that stuff too. Um, the thing of it is, it's like, you're seeing people getting away with it until they don't. So you run, because you can't do that. You can't just release unauthorized remixes. Like, I understand that people do it and people have done it from the beginning of time, bootlegs and stuff like that. You download them from, Pirate Bay or whatever back in the day, and you get your SoundCloud remixes. No one is supposed to do it, and they're not in trouble until they are. So just keep that in mind too. Best case scenario, I guess maybe your song blows up and then you cut a deal with the label and stuff so they can release it as an official release, and you guys are kind of just like working something
Which
together.
we
So,
saw happen just a
which
few
we have
months
seen.
ago, right? So if you guys remember seeing the Frozen, so not seeing, but seeing and hearing on TikTok, the Madonna Frozen remix,
Right.
that thing took over the planet forever. And so what the label ended up doing was contacting the producer, and they were smart because obviously this was a hit remix, and they then signed it. So now they own it, and now they're participating in the revenue and this and that. So, you see labels being like, no, let's do this as a business thing. We're going to switch gears. We're going to make it profitable. But obviously, when you have a company like Bang and they're like, hey, multi-billion-dollar company, we now have, and in the case of Warner, around 200
Right.
unauthorized song uses. If we could get up to $150,000 for 20 songs, what is that? Like $30 million?
That's a lot. That's a lot of dough. That's a lot of dough. That's a lot of headache. And I think I read in one of the articles, that they had, they've gotten, they obviously they gotten their letters of cease and desist and stop, and they're just like, nah, man, we just keeping them right up. I don't even understand some of that stuff. I don't even understand. I don't understand when like when you are. And then how much of the responsibility is it of Netflix or not Netflix, what's it, Instagram
TikTok?
and TikTok, as far as taking it down? Because they're letting you know of their policies and stuff, and so like you are going against Instagram policies. It's not even just so much the problem that you have with the record label. You just
Yeah.
infringed, or you
And you're
just
seeing enforcement kind of taking place a little bit more even on TikTok, right? So TikTok is now just removing sounds, right? So there'll be like popular sounds, but they have, remixed elements, and so there's
right,
unauthorized sampling. So they're just deleting them from the platform. But obviously when you have billions of users, it's a little hard to
right.
monitor. Yeah. But good points, good questions, guys. Keep them coming. All right, so let's move on real quick to our next story. So, Future sells his publishing catalog, and this is to influence media partners, and it's estimated to be in the 8-figure range. Okay, so we love covering the sale of like not only masters but publishing rights. Another big one that we were talking about, Justin Timberlake, right?
So
So
we did
he had
some
done
41.
his deal, and then Justin Timberlake's was like estimated to be around 100
Yeah.
million. So these are the big flashy, final moments for the artist where they
This
get to
is what you're
sell
looking for. This
their
is what you're looking
rights.
for. And Billboard estimated it to be around, could be up to like 75 million. So, I mean, those are big numbers. I mean, but you're talking about 612 titles, that they bought. So, equate that to how, obviously a lot of these tracks were, huge hits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's future. But I mean, he has 16 years of his career, 8 studio albums, 4 collaborative albums, 1 reissued album, 1 soundtrack, 16 mixtapes, 4 commercial mixtapes, and 114 singles, 69 as a featured artist, and 6 of future 8 studio albums have reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 200. What do you want? I mean, that's
No, and
like
I mean, I mean, obviously, everyone can argue about this, but he's definitely considered to be one of the leaders when it comes to,
top
his
tier.
style of rap music and without question. So, with the catalog sale, you touched on a couple of great points. So, with that catalog, it's basically between 2004 and 2020. Those are the rights that were purchased by Influence Media Partners. So that includes songs like Life is Good, right? Collaboration with
Mhm.
Drake, Jumpman, Kendrick Lamar's King's Dead, Rihanna's Selfish, and The Weeknd's Low Life, and his own solo hits like Masks Off, excuse me, which is still, I believe, on his top 5 most popular songs on Spotify right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, he's obviously like a hit factory, but this is just all to the point of right off the bat, making sure that you own your publishing, making sure that you're thinking of the long game. Like this is covering 16 years. So you're not thinking about what you're doing, where you're going to be 16 years from now. Usually when you're getting into music, I
No,
know when I
no, or
first
even
was, I
thinking about
wasn't
the importance or value of your music, and I can't say this enough that artists really underestimate how important their publishing and rights in the masters of the music are, because they just sign with labels, and labels are
right.
like, "You're gonna make them big stars and this and that." That's all great, but they don't understand that the label is gonna go and flip
Short money.
your music and make $100 million down the road, so it's like, pick your poison, I guess.
Yeah, no, and that's a great point, and that's kind of like going through this artist course that we've been talking about. That's coming really soon. This new updated artist course. You talk about what asking artists what kind of artists do you want to be, and or what kind of career do you want to have. And there's a lot of when you're young, you just think if you're you just want to look for the money, you're looking for the fame, you're looking for the clout, you're looking for the endorsements. You know what I mean? You're looking for that short, fast money. You're not really thinking of the long game. So you sell away a lot of your rights to these record labels, you know what I mean, which are taking money from these endorsement deals that are super excited about. And you realize that you're living on advances. And then maybe that you did something at a show and then all of a sudden you're getting canceled and then your record label drops you and you still owe $200,000 to the label. You know what
That's
I mean? Like
right. You
you're
you
not
you
thinking.
unrecouped. But obviously Future's in a good position right now. He said, quote,
Fantastic.
I put everything into my music. I wanted to make sure these were in good hands, his music. As I thought about the next chapter of these songs, I'm proud to partner up with Renee and the team at Influence Media and send a signal that this music has timeless value. My music is my art, and these songs represent some of the most precious artwork of my career. Now, when he said the music has timeless value, that's why
Yep.
these investing or investment companies will make these big purchases, because they're like, music hit songs are more stable for consistent long-term revenue than gold and oil. They just are, because they are now connected to us emotionally, and as
Right.
consumers we will
Right.
never not want to listen to our favorite songs.
I'll tell you what, and what's also kind of probably helped Future's kind of decision with this was the co-managing partner of the Influence, Lynn Hazan. I guess worked with him earlier at the label during his career, and like was talking about during my tenure at Epic Records, I was able to work and support Future throughout his pivotal career. Now at Influence, it feels like fate being able to collaborate with him again alongside my dynamic partners to protect his legacy and works. And I think that's really cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell that he was like really, obviously into the project. So very cool, very cool. I love seeing when these artists are winning and you see that they kind of played their career right. And we heard kind of a rumor that was going on today. I don't know if anybody caught on social media, but it was rumored that Kanye West was in talks of selling his music catalog as well. That turned out to be a
That's
rumor, and he was
right.
just saying that people are just kind of throwing out there to see what it could get.
Well, I
And
mean,
I don't
whatever
know.
catalog Kanye, currently owns, right? Because last year we had a lot of, happenings in the news because Kanye was very upset with his record label because the label
Right.
would not sell him his masters back. So I don't know how much of Kanye's catalog he actually owns as it relates to the masters, but obviously he
But
has
the
his publishing
publishing,
rights.
right?
Yep.
And if you think if for, Futures publishing, is about 75 million, that's what it's estimated. I can only imagine what Kanye's publishing would be, because it would just be his publishing rights from all the hit songs that he produced that he has not, that he's not even so I mean it would be just astronomical. I would say probably in the 150 to 200 million for his publishing. But he said he
No,
wasn't
we
going, but he
woo.
wasn't selling. So I just can't imagine. But
All right, so I forgot the gavel on the last story, but we will say Kanye's catalog sale
Future.
will be insane as it relates to Future making his money. Good for him. All right, so we're getting into the weeds with this next. I'm gonna give you a tip. That Orko, I'm gonna kick you out of here. But let me give that Orko a quick shout out. His back isn't feeling so great. He had a little
Oh
ouchie,
man.
but he's sitting up and he's being here because he loves you guys, and we
Yeah,
didn't want to
no.
cancel the show.
Before the show, I was literally just laying on the floor back there, but I'm trying to be a trooper. We tell you guys, and one of the tips that we gave you and how to be a better performer and stuff like that is you got to practice when you're sick. You got to practice when you don't feel good, because that show will come up and you will not be into it. But you still got to play. You got a crowd. And we had been taking that little time off, and I just definitely wanted to be here with the community. I do appreciate you guys taking your time out every Tuesday and Friday at 7 to be here with us. And yeah, I just love you guys. So this tip that she's given is really cool. Make sure that you guys are hitting like on this so you can come back to it later. And I also recommend you add some of these videos to your playlists.
Yeah,
Create some
definitely.
playlists with these things. These tips are like invaluable. And yeah, and we are still doing those artist reviews. We are still taking submissions. We did some that were offline. We do offer those as well. So if you aren't feeling comfortable, we had a couple people that weren't very comfortable doing on air ones, so we are doing them offline as well. But
That's right. We can do a
we can
pre-recorded one
we
if
can
you're
work
if
with you
you're
if
a
you're a
little
little
shy.
nervous. But yes, so thank you guys so much. Peace.
All right. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate all the love and support. All right. So we're going to cross the line. Let me know if I need to refresh. Are we looking good? Are we sounding good? This is one of my favorite tips, I think. All right, we're doing okay. And I'm also going to be playing some videos. So I just kind of pulled this together. There's a lot that I'm going to cover, but I just pulled this together last minute. I shot like these videos that I'm going to show you literally. Like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I lost it. I do that all the time. Like, I lose my phone all the time. But in any case, showing you my actual screen grabs of how I go about making my content, how I distribute it, and basically how I was able to balloon my various platforms. Oh, my producer just reminded me that we're running Instagram. So my phone is literally in front of me. Hello, Instagram. That's where my phone is. All right. Okay. Good to know. Okay. So let's get into this. This is going to be my music business segment, but specifically for today's music business tip, I'm going to be showing you how I gained 150,000 followers in 4 months. Okay. So make sure you stick around because I'm going to show you my entire process and I'm going to explain to you what I do, how I schedule, and then actually showing you the literal apps that I use and like my entire process. And so, because this was so effective for me, and P.S., the 150,000 was not from all social media platforms. Okay, I want to be clear about that. The 150K was exclusively from 2 Instagram accounts. And I thought that would be good for purposes of just showing you how powerful this method can be because Instagram, like I was saying, is kind of weak sauce. Instagram is not really the place to see substantial growth. We see that happening more so on, maybe TikTok, maybe Facebook, but like Instagram is just such a difficult platform. So I'm going to pull this up. While I'm doing that, make sure obviously you go and not just kind of subscribe. Hit the like button. I really appreciate the support. If you guys are joining our community, that's why I do these videos. I'm a real attorney. You can call my office and hire me, hire my attorneys. That's all great, but I want to be able to have some of my absolute best content on this YouTube channel. So you being here means the world. And if you want to share this with one person, that would also be amazing because that's how we grow. We let people know about it and we help artists with their careers. Okay, so like I was saying, we are only using Instagram as the case study. And in fact, why don't I do this so I can just kind of show you? Oh, I'm getting a call from my music producer. What's up? Okay, gotcha. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna pull up my actual accounts just so you have a little bit of reference. You guys can go and kind of check this out, as after the show or while we're doing the show. Why not? Okay, so this is where one of the accounts is at. In fact, let me kind of blow this up for you. All right, so this is my Miss Krystle artist account. I do post some of my lawyer related content, but I do a lot of just my music promotion. So this is one account at the time that I kind of started this process. This account was around 40,000. Okay. And then we have, whoopsies. Let's go here. Let's go to top music attorney. Okay, and then top music attorney is now just about to hit 60,000. And at the time I started this process, the account was just shy of about 10. Okay, so collectively we're now about 200,000. And when we started, we were at 50,000. So basically, through this process, we were able to grow that 150,000. In fact, let me just one sec, guys. Sorry, let me just kind of get my notes clear here. All right. So the first step in this process is documenting your ideas. Okay. So the what I find, especially when I'm talking to clients who are looking for a little like branding oversight, is they will not know how to start. And for me, I have found that I do the best when I am creating on TikTok. You can create natively in Reels on Instagram, but for me, it's just not intuitive. I find that if I'm, on TikTok and I'm watching something and I'm just paying attention to stuff that I personally like and I feel is on brand with what I do, that is what kind of inspires me. So I get a lot of my ideas by actually just consuming TikTok. So that's always kind of the first step because I find that some people are just so off put to TikTok. They don't want to go on the platform, they don't have anything to do with it. So they just don't. But that's a huge loss and error in kind of your marketing plan. So again, what I do is you have to just get on the platform. The TikTok algorithm is so advanced, it will learn very quickly what you like to see because it wants you to stay on the platform. I heard there's like facial recognition. So they are looking at your face and your reaction. So that, I mean, I'm hearing crazy stuff, but in any case, it learns very quickly what you want to see. So if you obviously give it that training, you're just on the platform consuming, then you'll start to see the content you want to see, which should align with the stuff that you want to make, right? All right. So then step number one, when you are documenting your ideas, when you see something that you like, you're going to add a note in your phone. Okay. So obviously, the first step that you want to do is to have some kind of note taking app on your phone and to make sure it's visual, right? Don't just have like a notes app that you close and that it's not there, kind of just reminding you to add to it, to use it. So for me on my actual phone, as I'm swiping, there will be blocks of lists from my notes app. So let me show you one of these lists. All right. So for example, as I was watching, these will be different ideas that I get, and I link the actual video that inspired me into the list. And this is how I do it. All right, so as we're watching, so if I was watching TikTok, I see this video and I go, oh, this is such a great idea. I could do something like this. So then what I'm going to show you is you just click the share button right here on the right, and then you're going to click the copy right here, copy link. And then you go back to your little list. You add in whatever it is just to remind yourself of what it was. This is a cool idea for like a collab video that I could do. And then you add the actual link. And that's how it appears in draft form. Boom. So there's your cool idea for a collab, and you just click the button when you're ready to actually execute on this idea. So when you're now in, all you have to do is collect all the ideas. That's all you need to do. Don't be like, oh my gosh, now I need to make it. Oh my gosh, what am I going to wear? What's my outfit? This is stressful. These are all the things that we say to ourselves. So we just never end up executing. Okay. So that's number one. Once we have now kind of a working list of things, number two, we're going to schedule the time to actually create the content. It's not a good use of your time if you like get ready. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, whatever. Whatever your process is for getting ready to appear and be in a picture and be in a video, it's going to take some time. For me, it takes like an hour. Okay. Um, and so because I know I need to kind of get ready and be in that process, it's easier for me to bulk the videos and not just be like, I'm going to do one. No, I'm going to do like 5. And then when I get good and I start getting faster, I might do like 7 or 10 or 12. And so all of a sudden now you have a ton of different little clips and videos that are ready to go. And so you don't need to stress. If you're posting once a day, you're good for the next week, right? So, schedule the content creation for me. I do this on Saturdays. I run a law firm. All right. So, as far as like making excuses about why you don't have time to do something, I don't want to hear it. I run a law firm full time. I have a podcast. I have a music career. Like, I'm incredibly busy and I can still make time for this. And if I can do it, you absolutely can do it. Okay. So, for me, it's Saturday and I'll be like, starting at 10, I will start, I'll do a couple of hours, but my cutoff time is this. So I don't feel like, oh my gosh, my whole Saturday's taken up. No. So you schedule the time and then you kind of figure out, hey, I'm going to start and do videos that just I'm fully done up and ready. Because you can get to more advanced videos where you're doing like transitions and then you have to think more about like the before and the after. And it's a lot harder to do those and to do a lot of them at one time. So just start easy. And that's what I would say is you're kind of, making your notes on the different ideas of videos you want to do. Make sure they're super easy. If you guys look at some of the content that I post, it might be something like I'm walking down the stairs. The whole video, the whole concept is me walking down the stairs and then doing something for 6 seconds and then there's text on the video. And if it's really that simple, then the effort to actually execute is pretty low, but you have a high performing piece of content that can help grow your audience. So that's number 2. Number 1, document your ideas. Number 2, schedule when you're going to do it and kind of, just have your mindset of I'm going to get ready and then I'm just going to do it for a couple hours. It'll be fine. 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. Then number 3. Okay, the question is going to be how many takes of something should you do? So, for me, I had to kind of figure out my own process with this. So, meaning you do, one of the ideas. And so, should you do it just once? I don't, because I kind of find, oh man, I did it from this angle. It doesn't really look great. Or I didn't, something was funky about it. I'll do it as many times until I feel comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I would post that. And then I'm done. But you gotta stop at some point. Okay. So, my pro tip here is when you feel like you got it and you're like, oh, no, that look good, move on. Don't do another take. Don't keep going because then you won't be able to get through as many. And all of a sudden you'll look up, it's been 3 hours and you did like 2 videos. Okay. So don't be too critical of yourself. Just understand that as you're kind of creating content, you never know which video is going to do well. You literally never know. And you never know which one might go viral. You can have your best guess, but you don't know. So your job is to just make the content and to try to block out, the distractions. If you feel silly, the first I would say 3 months of me doing this every week when I would kind of start this process, I remember just having this feeling and feeling just like so silly because, it's just odd. It's just, not something that I do. So you have to kind of block out all of that. So now moving on how many takes, you should do as many as needed, but don't overkill it. If you get it, good, save, move on. So number 4, then it's how to actually edit for social media. So if you guys notice with my content that I post on Miss Krystle as well as Top Music Attorney, there's no watermarks on anything, or usually not. So just meaning if you create content on TikTok and you post it, it's going to show a TikTok water filter. It degrades the video once you download it. And so if you upload it to other platforms, it's a degraded version of the video with the watermark. That does us no good. So I'm going to show you how to get it without the watermark and so that it is still high resolution. All right, so here's an example, something that I literally was just doing today. Okay, so that was in my drafts. This is a video right here. And this is a video I'm going to be posting tomorrow. So what you do is you go in and you go forward and before you post right here, there's an ability to click the image and you can preview the video. Okay. So we're going to click that image. It launches the video. And what I'm showing you guys is when you touch right here, it will make it go widescreen. And so you don't see the overlays anymore. Voila. Okay. So right now, what I've done, you'll see the little, notation up here. What I've done is that I'm doing a screen record, which you can, download a free app to record your screen on any platform, for Android, for iPhones. That's what I mean. And just record the preview from start to finish. Now, obviously, it's going to start like in the middle of the video, so you have to let it run 1 or 2 times. But that's how you record and have a high quality of your actual video before you post. Super important. You cannot get this preview with the clean version after you post. Okay. So here I am recording. So I go all the way through to the end. It starts over. So now this is the full clean version that I'm doing. And then I stop the video. Okay. So now I stop this screen grab. The last step is I need to now cut it down. So cut out the extra stuff. And I want to add the audio from my TikTok video. So it's high quality audio and high quality video. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So now that I have, this is the video that I just made. There's an app right here called InShot. Okay, I looked it up. It looks like InShot is available for both Android as well as iPhone. So this is the one that I use. There's a whole lot of different apps that you can open up a video and edit it in, but this is the one that I love. It's great. So after you open it, you will go here on the left and you will click on this little canvas icon. And the canvas icon allows you to reformat the video. Okay, so what you'll do is you will be able to pull the video. And in fact, let me just show you this maybe visually so you guys can see it. So if the video is like right here, you can use your fingers and go like this. And you can pull in the screen. So now it's better formatted because right in the example we're looking at, my screen grab is showing extra stuff. It's showing my full screen. It's added some white bars. I can't do anything with this, right? Okay, so let's scroll through. So here's the screen. I'm going to the canvas. I'm making sure it's formatted 9:16, which is the TikTok format. But lo and behold, this is the format that actually works for every single social media platform. It automatically kind of reformats it for you in the preview, but it posts the video. It works perfectly. So you only need to do this one time, okay? It's a great time saver. So you have the 9:16 format, and then you can do that thing I showed you with your fingers where you now pull in the video, boom. And so you can make it so it's all formatted nicely. Okay, great. We might play it for a second to make sure nothing gets cut off. Okay, great. So now that I've edited the video, I'm feeling good about it and I need to now get the audio. Okay. So the way we're going to get the audio is we're now going to post the TikTok. So we go through, we make sure our description's looking good. I copy it because I'm going to send it, and save it for when I post the next day. I'm going to add it to my playlist to make sure it's on a playlist on TikTok. So all my little steps. And then I publish. Okay. So now, as it's publishing, which it takes a second just because it was slow when I was doing this, after it's published, you can go and right there on the lower right, you can click the three dots and it says, would you like to download the audio? Okay, let's see if it shows it really fast. Okay, yeah, it didn't show it, but in any case, so you click the three little buttons, you download the audio, and so this is the last step. I'm going to show you how you now can disconnect the audio from the low quality TikTok video that we don't want to use, and we're going to add it to our very high quality, fabulous video that's going to work so much better for all social media platforms. Ready? All right, so we're back in our little InShot app. We haven't done anything. On the bottom left, let me just see if I can show you that, guys. Yeah, you'll see the plus sign. Click the plus sign and you can add the video that you just downloaded with the watermark. Add video. There we go. And then while we're still selected on that video, we're going to go to the music tab and you'll see that it says, would you like to extract the music? So we're going to do that. Selecting I'm sorry, it's volume. So select the volume tab, extract the audio, and now you can just drag and drop it onto what you had edited, delete the little TikTok video, and boom. Okay. So now while this, it seems like there's actually a lot of steps, I think that if you go through, write it down, it becomes very quick. So going back to, all right, so I scheduled all of my, my time to do this. I had all my ideas. And so now I have like five, TikTok ideas and they're just sitting in drafts. So when it comes time to actually post, you literally already did all of the work. That's where all of the stress is taken out of this process to make sure you really are posting like 7 times a week. I'm up to the point where I'm posting like 2 or 3 times a day, depending on the platform. But it's just because I keep bulking content and I'm getting a lot faster. You just get faster as you do this more and more. And it really, really helps when you have, again, that high quality video and audio without the watermark from TikTok. So that is my full spiel on how this works. I hope you guys find that helpful. If you did, please give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe and then drop me a quick comment letting me know if there's anything else as far as this process that you would like to see, including, once we post, what are my best tips and hacks for getting the post to actually get pushed out by the various platforms. All right, let's go back into the chitty chat. I'm obsessed with InShot. I use it all the time. It is a really good app. Definitely one of my favorites. You can use it as well for picture editing and even editing pictures and videos together, which is very useful. Rammstein has their last American Stadium concert in LA. No kidding. Ooh, that's like a bucket list. I need to absolutely see them. All right. 2 to 3 times a day. Well, not yeah, right. No, I don't drink energy drinks. Nope. It comes again with just planning. It comes with having obviously, kind of your schedule set aside and making sure that, beyond that, maybe you can have someone kind of help you with an initial posting. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do to help with your schedule, but it really starts with you just kind of executing on this. So, with that all being said, we do have one more video for you guys. This one is my Yungblud cover song, and you can listen on all music platforms. Just search Miss Krystle. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, we're talking about social media. Come over to Top Music Attorney, follow on Miss Krystle live, and that way you can even just get ideas from like what I'm doing, how to adapt some of this stuff so it can work for you. I love your faces, and we'll see you back on Friday at 7 p.m. p.s.t. I'm top music attorney, Miss Krystle. Peace. Come here,